I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you can take to the I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist. No stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Classic. I'm only gonna do this once. I ain't really trying to do no hooks or none of that. I just want to get on that water, float one time. I'm only gonna do this once. Classic! Panoramic roof for a decade straight. Mama mentality since back in the day.
Yeah.
I had a switch on the blick and it sound like a switch every time I let go of the gate. You go with the flick of the wrist. You ask for the time and I show you my wage. 333, I'm the captain of the team. Take it to the bank, you can follow my lead. I got the codes, I got the keys. Win, lose, or draw, you can put it on me. Full blown shepherd turn from a black sheep. Everybody take heed every time that I speak. Plays at the line, I'ma make a good read. Come from that creed, follow the seed. I die on my sword before the day ever come where I cower and plead. I cry to the Lord before I call a human being for a sigh of relief. I've been working and stacking and learning and growing. Ain't really got time to compete. Man, I couldn't even walk just a couple months back. I'm just happy to be back on my feet. Man, they called me to see if I won't do a theater. I told them my dog gotta eat. After all, I just got back from Greece. Dancing on cliffs at the side of the sea. And live in the present, I'm happy to be. Thanksgiving every time that I eat. Amen. Winning every time I breathe. Might as well work cause I can't even sleep. Might as well work till the game been beat. Discovered or not, still moving elite. Discovered or not, still moving prestigious. Treating myself how I wanna be treated. Had to step away so they know that they need me. Preserving the dope, had to put it in the freezer. Return to the surface, they think I'm a sleeper. Whole time I'm a favorite, I know the procedure. Plot get thicker and thicker. The farther we go in the waters get deeper and deeper. The harder your times, the farther the distance. These people will leave it to beaver.
Let's go. Come on, chat.
Wanna be a receiver. Think we got problems with choosing our leaders. That's why we got problems with moving the needle. I don't speak truth to the powers. The powers already know the truth. I'm speaking truth to the people. Sebastian Tate was already hard enough. Let's shoot him a sequel. Leave no doubt. Let them know that I'm regal. God ain't make us equal. Walking to work. Woman looked me in my face. Told me I look like Jesus. I think she see my anointing. I think she know I'm appointed. I think she see that I'm glowing. Or a farm 100-pointer. Be moving around in these regular spots. These people
Let's
be knowing
go,
I know
Jack.
be modest for real if I wanted to. Shooting percentage be
What
looking
up,
like
V?
Jordan. Gotta keep the main thing. Man on a mission, I know what's important. They told me don't stop, I was already knowing. They told me don't quit, that just show they ain't know me. Long as it's breath in my lungs, I got a habit of going and going and going. Whether I shot it or not, you gotta know that it's on me and know that it's loaded. Wait. Classic.
Welcome to the human experience. This is Classic with the classic codes, and I got my dog with me, Tez with the TEZDOWN. What up, big dog?
What's happening, man?
Look, we always get on camera and say what up like we ain't been backstage for 30 minutes.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Hey, what up to everybody that's going crazy in the chat? What up, V? What up, Roxy? What up, Conversation with Soft Rain? What up, Santos? What's going on? What up, everybody in the chat, man? What's going on? She said, hey, King, what's going on? Look like Jesus. Hey, look, V, tell me I'm lying. Hey, look, she said, love the energy. Oh, yeah, we turned up tonight. We got a heck of a show. We're going to do our best not to crash out.
Classic.
Yeah, for sure, Tez. Anything you want to lead with?
Hey, it's gonna be one. I'm glad y'all showed up tonight. Y'all about to see a little bit different side of us tonight. Guaranteed.
Man, I ain't finna see shit different. We finna be the same. We finna be the same, niggas. We finna be the same. We always is. Hey.
Couldn't even say it with a straight face.
Come on, man. He said you about to see a different side. Hey, fellas, if y'all tapped in, man, make sure right now, send her $500. If she sleep, make sure you send her $500 to the Cash App right now. So when she wake up, she know that you mean it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And if your heart really in the game, make it 1,000.
I'm only gonna do this once.
You know what I'm saying? But look, we tapping in and we talking about some different concepts today. We got a nice little we got a chilly icebreaker for y'all. We actually talking about would you date outside of your religion? We're gonna tap in on TikTok with Perspective with Bank and see what he got to say in regards to this matter, man. Well, actually, he gonna be speaking to a guest. He gonna ask her, and they gonna have a little interaction, and then we're gonna tap in from there. All right, let's get it. We coming to the chat. Y'all go crazy.
Seriously date a dude that was a different. Would you seriously?
I don't know what that is. Hold on, chat. All right, there we go.
Would you seriously date a dude that was of a different religion?
No. You see how I am? How we gonna be in the house? I want to talk about Jesus. What we gonna talk about? Who you got going on? I can't.
Who you got going on? not what you got going on, but who you got going on. I don't know who you talking about.
I date on purpose. So me dating you and you don't believe in my God and my Jesus and my Holy Spirit, it ain't gonna happen. But I'm good on that.
Would you say, for instance, like, cause you dope. I'm gonna tell you that 100% you dope. Would you seriously date a dude?
All right, chat. So the question was posed. He asked her, would you seriously date a man outside of your religion? And she let it be known, you know, it's about King Jesus over there, Tez. It's about King Jesus with her. She essentially when I hear that, it's like, I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off if you don't mind. When I hear that, it's like, oh shit, you already got a man. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. If a woman tell me, you know, you gotta go through Jesus to get to me, I'm not. That sound funny. You know what I'm saying? That sound funny. No Diddy. You got a man already. Yeah. I'm your side dude. You go with Jesus. Yeah. The difference is A, that you can't see Jesus. And Jesus can't put that rod on you. Jesus can't put that rod on you. You know what I'm saying? As enticing as fulfilling as that relationship may be internally and spiritually and all that, Jesus cannot drop that dick on.
I'm only gonna do this once.
You know what I'm saying? So when I hear that, I just feel, oh, you got a man. What you think about that though, Tez? Would you date a woman outside of your whatever your belief system is?
Oh, I have plenty of times.
Did it ever get in the way?
Yeah.
Did it? Sometimes okay. It played a part.
Yeah, sometimes it got in the way, sometimes it didn't.
Well, okay. If you don't mind and you listen, you don't have to give a testimonial.
I don't mind.
Yeah, but like you know, in what ways in general would it show itself? Like the fact that y'all believe differently.
So if she is very family oriented,
okay,
and this is a passed down belief system, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna say those words. If it's a passed down belief system, then when it comes time for you to show up, you know, in a fashion that is a family function type of thing, it could be a problem. It could be a problem depending on the family, but let's just face the facts here. Most families do not like when you bring something outside of their strict established belief system inside. You know what I mean? Most of them do not. I don't care how forward thinking or progressive that you might be. Most people don't put up with it, not in their circles.
Isn't that intrusive?
To bring someone into
no, for you to go meet a woman's family and for her family to request to know what your belief system is that not intrusive? Why does your woman's family need to know what you believe in? Is it just customary? Is it a tradition that we just gonna follow because it's just been there, or is there some common sense behind that?
Yes to both.
Well, listen, they say you don't talk about religion and politics, right?
Yep.
But why is it that there's still? So, well, that's shit. Yeah, I mean, there's that, right? But then, I mean, yeah, but then there's, I mean, there's this entitlement.
Yes.
To know you is to know said information about you.
Yes.
You can't get to know me without knowing what I think God is, who I think God is. You can't get to. You can't get to know me without knowing whether or not I'm a voter.
To them.
Far-fetched. I'll say this. I don't care what I will happily be with a good ass woman. I don't really care what she believe in, you know what I'm saying, unless it's going to affect the way I want to deal with her.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? If it becomes a hindrance to the way that I need to deal with her as the man, then, you know, we'll have some issues there. You know what I'm saying? If she telling me, you know, I'm just making some shit up for the sake of, you know, my example. But if she tells me, oh, you know, my faith, we can't have intercourse on no Wednesdays. Wednesdays are non-intercourse days in my faith. Listen. You gone, baby. You gone. Don't tell me, because I don't even know what that is. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, like if there's nothing interfering with the way I want to deal with her, you know what I'm saying? It could be a situation where, you know, you might need to go to something formal, and maybe she's really strictly rooted in, you know, a faith that requires her to hijab it up or be fully covered in that way. And you may not want to take her to the Christmas party like that, gang. You may not want to do that. And so if she don't want to come about you feel like, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I could see where there could be some friction, right?
Yes.
But if there is no friction, like if she just want to go pray to who she pray to and do her thing, you feel me? And if I need her to put on a nice dress, she could wear it. And you know what I'm saying? Like there's no weird shit going on. Like it don't bother me, bro.
Yes.
It don't. I'm more concerned about running into a witch than I am a religious chick. Because I done dealt with a couple witches. Now I'm concerned about what they believe in, for sure. Y'all don't think witches are real. This is all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. But yeah, but I will say this. I don't do the religious freak stuff. Like if a woman ever tell me in any capacity that she's dating the Lord, you feel me? I'm cool. I'm just respectfully, and I'm just talking about myself.
Here's the thing about this, right? So I can tell you, like, I probably dated no less than people that have at least 4 to 5 different, completely, totally different belief systems than me, from all over the place. You know, and we're talking about from a young age to, you know, adulthood, and the only times that things ever got in the way was in a family situation where like they had to do this for their family, which once again, that's already something that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Or if she already thought that I'm number 2 when I get here. And I'm talking about physically number 2. I'm not talking about all the space cadet, you know, spiritual stuff that we hear today. I'm saying if I'm actually number 2 on physical Earth, that's a problem. Especially if neither one of us had children, you know. What do you put in front of me? An idea? Because you know, there's a difference between your faith and something physical, and you need to know the difference to be with me. You need to know the difference.
That's a hurdle. That's a hurdle.
Yeah.
Because that's a serious barrier to entry.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's transition into this then. That's a great segue right there. Let's transition to this. Look, we finna shock Soft Rain. She would have never thought you and I alone would be doing a stream and bring this person up. But it's happening. It's happening.
It took a lot of like.
It took a lot. It took a lot.
Yeah, it took a lot.
Here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1, Kitty.
Can I just say something real quick? I won't be too long. A lot of the problems that y'all have in these spaces, y'all would not have if you align your heart with God. I guarantee you won't. And I'm going to say this because the other day when I was on a plane on the way to New York, I was talking to God and I said, God, I'm disgusted with the society right now to the point to where I feel hopeless. I don't feel like, I know you gave me this calling, but I don't feel like there is hope in this society, in marriage and relationships and none of that. And God said, right now you are in the sifting season. And I said, Lord, you're going to have to make that plain for me. And he said, you know, the wheats and the tares. He said, right now, this is uncomfortable because I am shaking up this grain right now. I'm shaking it up so much that you're going to see what is not of me. You're going to see what is useless. You're going to see what is not pure. And I'm going to show you a pure grain. You're going to see the environments that you should not be in, the people that you should not be around, the behaviors that don't align with me, the desires that don't align with me, the enemy, the people who are walking with the enemy. And you're going to see that. He said, right now, I'm calling you to people who are also in that sifting season, those who don't understand why things are becoming uncomfortable. In a lot of these marriages and relationships and dating situations, it's becoming uncomfortable because God is trying to reveal certain things that you're not allowing him to show you. If you just align your heart with God, I'm only talking to the believers. You practice other stuff, mind your business. But if you align your heart with God, I guarantee y'all would never have to get to these questions, because when you align your heart with God's desires and he makes your desires his, when I tell y'all, life is free. It's worth living. It feels good because now you have this discernment that you ain't never had before. You start looking at people like, you ain't supposed to be in my life. And I don't even see it as a loss. I don't see me, because that's what God revealed to me on the plane. God revealed that the people that I have called to not be around you, the people and the behaviors and the things that I have exposed, it's not a loss. I rescued you. And that's what I'm doing for my people right now. I'm rescuing my people. They just have to trust me. So I just need y'all to walk with God and trust him, because he's rescuing you from a lot of things that you need to be rescued from.
Clap it up. All right, so let's talk, Tez. Let's talk. You go first. No, let's go. Hold on. Let's go to the comments. We are super far behind. Sorry, chat. Thank you for sticking in with us, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications wherever you watching from. All right. Scoring 100. What's up? What up? K, what up? 333. V, I'm not messing with you, Scotty 2 Thotty. She got to be talking to you. I'm not a thought. TEZDOWN said, what's up, K? Let's see, conversation with Soft Rain right now. Send it. V said, make it a thou wow. Yeah, look, Roxy said, y'all smiling real hard. It's gonna be a great night already. Yeah, you already know it. Yeah, V said, as long as I'm not required to convert. V said,
okay, she came out. She came out throwing punches.
Yeah, K said, religion isn't a deal breaker, but politics is. Ooh. Values wise, not necessarily electoral shit, and the two often go hand in hand. I was just about to say that, okay? Religion and politics. Well, they don't though. Not for black people. That's a different conversation though, because black people be Christian and voting Democrat, and it's like, never mind. I ain't go because I don't want conversations with Soft Rain said. So is her man becoming her God? No.
No, that's the problem, and we'll go into this. You want to keep going? All
right, I'm gonna start it.
Yeah.
Let me see. V said, respect folks' religion. Oh, for sure. Y'all, hey, listen, think what y'all want. Don't none of us know shit. K, I believe in this, and it's been tested by research. He who fucks none will later join the church.
Yeah. It's a song.
Joe Strummer, The Clash. Okay, I ain't heard that one. V said that's their belief, and it's also your right to not be beat. V said SMH. The same way a non-religious father wants to know if you have a job, where you work, do you have a record, can you protect his daughter, etc. Stop. Oh, okay. So you saying to know whether or not a man. I don't know. I feel I'm gonna start this because I got mixed feelings on that. V conversations with Soft Rain. Does your belief system have impact on your character? I mean, I think it should. I think it should. if it's working.
If you said, believe it.
Yeah. V said, I forgot you are nuanced. Yeah. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, we can always look at every we can look at every conversation from 5, 6, 7 different angles. Tons of mice. My third wife said Wednesdays were mandatory sex days. Now that your third wife is probably still your third wife.
Tons of mice. Are you up early or are you staying up late?
V,
I can never remember where you're from.
Yeah, conversation with Soft Rain, belief. Conversation with Soft Rain said, wow, kitty. Chill, Tez. I see the struggle on y'all face already. Oh man, we had to sit through that. And she just kept talking. She wouldn't stop. At Rain. Hey V. I said, oh, a nuisance. Oh, you said a nuisance. My fault. Listen, it's early and late for me. Now, if you can make that make sense, you'll see why I'm reading like this. All right. It's early and late for me. But Tez, let's talk about this, man.
Let's get it. Yeah.
Kitty said a whole bunch of shit. What'd you take from
it? Take? You mean endured? Oh, well, let's start at the beginning, right? So she started the conversation off the testimony. I don't know what to call a sermon. She started it off by saying that she was upset about the way that society is, and so she had a conversation with God.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Classic.
Anytime. This you talk about trigger. Anytime someone starts telling me what God told them about people. Oh, let me fix that.
Yeah.
How's that?
Better. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anytime that anybody starts to tell me, and the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, God told me about such and such and such, I think to myself, what all-powerful deity that you say you worship would meet you at 7-Eleven on a random Tuesday because you don't know the nature of the things that he created?
I'm only gonna do this once.
And then they have some answer like, oh, well, like all these things are possible. I said, yes, but these things are also extremely improbable because of all of these other reasons. And then, well, that's not what I believe. Right. You also believe that you heard yourself talking to you and you called God.
Yeah. That's where I was at, Tez. When she said I was on the plane and I was talking to God and God told me, the first thing I wanted to say is, what he sound like?
I'm only gonna do this once.
Sound a lot like her.
What he sound like? What his voice sound? What he
say this in the layman's terms? First, look, here's another indication, right?
Hey, what he sound like?
If this deity was talking to you, it would already know that you don't understand what it's saying. So you have to ask for clarification.
Bro, listen, all of it, and this is why I tell you it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Because I think to a degree, we've been steered so far away from the truth. So many books been burned, so much history been covered up, so much stuff allegedly buried in different places in the world, allegedly all for content creation purposes and entertainment. So much, right? We are so far away from like the nature of things, brother, that we have no freaking idea about any of this. As far as like religion is concerned, Christianity is so new. It's so new. It's
what did a wise man say?
Man,
wise man said, the only thing that I'm sure that I know is that I don't know.
I don't know anything. I don't. So you on the plane having a back and forth with God. God told you something. You was like, God, I need you to tell me that a little more clear. Listen, how much do she charge for a call to put me on three-way with the Lord like that?
Look, I only need
I need 20 seconds. How much do it cost for 20 seconds? I got a couple important questions. And if she got a one-on-one back and forth like that, I need access. Whatever she charge, I'll come up with
Classic.
people. I'm gonna say this once, and I'll listen. Y'all be playing with religion, and that's not cool. People just be saying shit. You was on the plane having a one-on-one conversation with God. Listen, I have been around for various reasons, different types of people with different types of mental health ailments. I know a mild case of schizophrenia when I see it.
That's what they all say. That's what they all say.
I know there is a diagnosis for these conversations that you have.
That's what they all say. They all say it. God told me this.
Man, come on, man.
They all say it.
And then they be like, God told me to tell you. Why God ain't just tell me, family? I'm just saying. Why God go tell you?
Ears. Ain't nothing wrong with my ears.
My ears hitting. They hitting.
There's nothing wrong with them.
I can hear the highs, the lows, the mids.
I enjoy classical music, which means I have to hear well.
So is it safe to say when somebody get to telling you God told them to tell something that it's manipulation? Is that safe to say? It's about
case closed on the manipulation. Yes,
it's manipulation. It's manipulation.
What else could it be?
They on your ass, Tez. They on your ass. Hey, look. Tons of Mike said I work second shift, Tez. Roxy said, how many times y'all watched that for your research? Too many. Once was a lot.
Once was too many.
He said endured. Yeah. Conversation with Soft Rain said it was a revelation, Tez.
They got a book called that too.
Yeah, they do. V laughed. She said chill, Tez. And then he said reveal sophisticated crash out. He said not the 7-Eleven. They dying laughing. The god of bad hot dogs meets people at 7-Eleven. V said, what he sound like? Chill. V said, you got to talk to a real one every now and again. Come on, man. Yeah. Tons of Mike said, if you're talking to God who flying the plane, Jesus take the wheel. V dying laughing. Tons of Mike said, God don't have your number, Christian at the park. You not gonna mini dip me. Hey, look, man. We not gonna stay on Kitty too long. Gee, I gotta get out of here. We gotta get God.
So I said all that to say every time.
Oh shit.
So we bring this to the 2-in-1 question, 2 paths and 1 goal, right? And if I approach you as a male and I'm look, can I take you out on Saturday night? Do you like movies? Do you like dancing? You know, I just need to know a couple of those things. If you have any food allergies, I'll handle the rest. You know, you got because in today's society you have to make it sound enticing, but it's just colloquial. But here's the thing: if you respond to me in fashion, well, I need to go pray about this first. Can I get back to you in 24 hours? Don't even worry about it, sweetie. Don't even worry about it. You need to pray about me taking you to go dance. Okay, yeah, don't even. Hey, it's cool. Well, what if I wanted to go? Hey, it don't matter if you wanted to go. You didn't ask your sky daddy. Let me go ahead and get up out of here. Well, I'm not Christian. I didn't say he was either.
Hey. I prayed about you. That could mean so much depending on the man you are. When a woman tell you,
run it.
Yeah. When a woman tell you, I prayed about you last night. I talked to the Lord about you last night. When she tell me that, depending on the man you talking to, ladies, because there's a lot of ladies in here tonight. The ladies be up late, man. Hey, look, depending on Depending on the man you talking to, will you tell him you prayed about him last night? Oh God, that might be it. That might be. That might.
You were on the phone with me when I was at work about 6-7 months ago. Do you remember when the two young girl missionaries tried to like get me to like talk about that, and I was like, hey, I don't want to talk about that, and it was like, oh well, we'll pray for you. I said, please don't do that.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, what? I was like,
hey, no. I was on the phone with Tez. I'm sitting, he's like, hold on for a second, classic. But he ain't mute. So I'm listening to these people talking to him or something. And he's like, no, I'm good. Then all of a sudden Tez get real serious. He's like, no, that's okay. That's all right. And they was like, okay, well then we'll pray for you. He said, please. He said, my man Tez said, please don't do that. Please do not pray for me.
Please don't. Look okay.
Hey,
I'm not gonna be obtuse or anything, right? I'm just going to use common logic. So I'm not stepping on anybody's beliefs tonight. That's not what this is about. This is about people with multiple beliefs. That's the whole part of this show. So I'm going to say it this way, right? From my understanding of that particular belief system, there were a bunch of fallen angels and a particularly powerful angel that was turned into the devil. I'm saying this is as clean as I possibly can. You also try to follow me. And those other angels turned into demons, and they pretend to be regular angels that are supposed to be good, right? Okay. So here we go. Don't you think if you're praying that they have heard other prayers before? And even that, if you truly believe all of this, they heard them first because they're here. And then if it's so easy to talk to one, it's probably because it's a lot of them and they have nothing else to do except bother you and tell you stuff to make you do crazy stuff. And then you do it and you say, that was God. They laughing at you. Okay, that's the most clean way to put that. The second part about this is, if you in the same belief system, if you're not right, you talking about me could mess with me too. I'm not cool with none of that. So I'm just going to be cautious on all sides. I'm going to say either you're crazy, number one, or number two, you got some bad juju. I don't want none of that. Do not include me in your rituals.
Hey, I think it's pretty safe for me to say, because I don't know, and because I acknowledge that none of us know, because we're not dead.
So you've never been there, right?
Yeah, no. Okay. Well, not consciously, right? Like my essence has been here since the beginning of time, but I don't have the downloaded memory, right? So yeah, this particular go round, want this I never, So because of that, I'm acknowledging that I don't know, and because I don't know, I don't care. I haven't spent any time of my life worrying about what's gonna be popping when I'm dead.
I'm not worried about that.
That was back when I was indoctrinated. I've been set free of that mentally. And because of that, you know what I'm saying, I'm able to flourish and enjoy the ups a lot more than I think most people can do. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, I don't operate out of anxiety. And
the ups are great.
I don't rush everywhere I go. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that come with embracing life and not living life in a way that is trying to get you some type of result after death. It's kind of some nasty psychology when you really put your mind on it.
I'll say this. You only live once is not true. You live every single day. You only die once.
Come on now.
Clip that. You live every single day. Every time you open your eyes, you're living. Mm-hmm. Every time you get up after your slumber, you're living.
V says she not messing with her.
Every time.
Here's Rain says Sky Daddy is wild.
You asking them questions how to live your regular life that you should already know. That's your Skype.
They dying laughing. Nonchalant self. Roxy said, laughing my ass off. I've said that too. I don't know what you gonna pray about me for. I don't know you. Yeah. Tons of mice, those fallen angels, and the devil were the better angels. Hey, listen.
He must have watched the show. He must have watched the show.
V, what up? V said, I'm spiritual rather than religious. I ain't gonna hold you. You know, it don't even matter.
It does not matter. Look,
it don't even matter.
I say the same thing about religion and everything that I say about what you got going on. If you did something to me, right?
Yeah.
Look, if you did something to me, I'm gonna tell you straight up. If I don't know and it didn't hurt me and you didn't stop no motion, but you really tried to, stick a pin cushion under me.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel it. Don't tell me that you did that. Keep that to your miserable self. Yeah. You're not about to try to ruin my day. I don't even want you to attempt to try to ruin my day. Just keep it to your nasty little self. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that in my life.
Yeah.
You don't think that's a little bit ignorant? No.
Nah, I'm over chilling. Yeah, I'm over chilling. I'm cool. V said, V just summed it up. I like this, V. At the end of the day, it's simple. It's simple. Are you a good person or not? And that's what I've been saying anyway. Like all the religious books, they all just boil down to be a decent motherfucker. You'll be straight. It's pretty much like the summary of it all. What are you talking about? Yeah, she actually, what are you talking about, Tez? She doesn't know what you're talking about.
You can watch it back again.
Let's move on to the question, man. Why do older men date down in age, and how far down is cool? Before we talk about it, we actually gonna tap into this TikTok video where this salt and pepper grade brother that I actually saw first on the Pop the Balloon show. So it looked like he used some of that visibility to put himself in a podcast space. Let me find the clip. Here it goes.
I probably recognize this guy.
Yeah, you'll recognize him. He's a very he keeps himself together very well. You know what I'm saying? That old school gentleman type. He's not overly old, but he just, that fabric type vibe. So here we go. We're gonna listen to what he got to say, and then we're gonna talk about it. And we're gonna be honest too. So ladies, this shit about to get good.
Other than I'm older, I date down.
What's the reason for dating down?
I think that what I've learned in my life, kind of similar to what we said about the man with the cornrows, right? Who's 60 plus years, still got cornrows, kinked up gold chains. Mm-hmm. Mentally, he's still 25. Right. So what I've experienced is that you can take a woman who's 25 and a woman who's 45 and they can be in the same boat. Just one is going to have more life experience, one will have less life experience. And a lot of times, if they're 45 with those life experiences, they're not always positive life experiences. So it depends on what I have to deal with and dealing with that person just from a getting on the same way. Other than I'm older, I date down.
All right. So he said the cliche argument that a lot of men use in regards to that. He wasn't from Pop the Balloon though. He is from Ready to Love. He was on the TV show Ready to Love. Mm-hmm. So but yeah, shout out to bro for being honest about, his reason for dating younger women versus women of his own age. Let's start off with the question, Tez. Why do older men date down in age, and how far down is cool? Talk to me, dog.
Oh, this answer is complex, but it's complex for a multitude of reasons. So, whenever you jump in, but I'll give a couple. I mean, I'm not picking him apart because what he said was very truthful. And, it comes down to one thing first, personal preference. That's the first thing it comes down. By personal preference, I'll expound upon that. A lot of the things that he said about the life experiences is very true. And there's no psychology that anyone can use on you to tell you what you have to accept. That's number one. I don't have to accept anything. Like, I don't have to do anything. There's so many people on this planet that, we all come in all flavors, shapes, sizes, and everything. Like, you don't have to accept something. Now, to be completely honest, your percentages go down with everything that you don't accept. And that is why it can be difficult to find someone who is around the same age as you. Because, for example, a lot of men don't want women with a lot of kids. But the way biology works, they kind of have to have them before 40. They kind of have to. You know, I'm not saying it's impossible to have them afterwards, but the odds of like conception go way down in both men and women. They go way down. I mean, not really men. I mean, your drive won't be as strong for most guys, you know, but for a lot of us, we're fine. You know what I'm saying? The closer we get, the more viral we feel. You know, there's dudes having kids well into their 80s. You know, the drive is still the same. That's number two. You know, number three, you know, with those life experiences come scars. And to some people, scars are not attractive when it's not necessary. Self-inflicted scars is what they're considered. We're not talking about, you know, you got into a car accident. We're talking about you chose this path and then you didn't like the results. And a lot of men can see that. I mean, the incels are going to be a whole lot more loud about it, but a lot of men can see that and they say, look, she has been through a lot of stuff and I don't have to put up with it. I don't have to deal with it, especially when it comes to the way she treats me. And I think that's the most important part. If you're being affected by her past and you'd opt for people with you are younger, but conversely, a lot of younger women like older men. It technically gets easier for them because, you know, they look for dudes that got the wild side out of them. And that's a lot of guys. You know, they just want to chill. You know, they just want to be at home. They don't want to be on the street. They ain't got to worry about getting cheated on, that type of thing, because he's chilling. He's chilling. You know, a lot of chicks say that. You know, it's all over TikTok. You know, don't for people who are watching, you know, don't be confused. It's all over TikTok. It's all over it, and it's not men that are putting it out there. It's the women. They're the ones putting it out. Like they're telling their friends, "Hey, stop dating dudes our age. Get you an older guy. It doesn't have to be too much older, but get you an older guy because you know he's past the phase. And with dudes, they don't really affect them the same way. You know, they're not carrying miles on them like that. They just aren't. It's not as easy.
How far down is cool in age?
Once again, I think it's personal preference. How you gonna tell somebody they grown and then not give them all the grown privileges of doing whatever they want? Make your own decisions, but it's what works for you. I think they think that everybody's nefarious if you date younger, but that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like that's like,
what age gap does it start looking crazy? What spectrum of years? Because the gap matters less when everybody's grown, right? So 60 and 40, nobody thinks twice. 20 year gap, but they both grown as hell, right? Nobody thinks twice. 50 and 30, somebody may have something to say. Someone in the family, one of the parents, some 50 and 30, someone may still.
It's usually because the parents are the same age as the person they're dating.
Right. So 20-year gap still, right? But at 30, it's like, okay, you fresh out your 20s to a degree. Some grown ass people would still look at you as a kid or just start looking at you as an adult. So they may look at this 50-year-old man and say, like you said, nefarious behavior. You know what I mean? And so, you know what? I think that's the root of what I'm trying to get to. How much what age gap is just suitable no matter how you slide the scale. So what window of age is like, it don't matter if okay, 7 years, 21, 28 is cool. When we 31, 38 is cool. You're right. 7 years safe, right? 10 years safe. Where does safe go away? And it start? Yeah,
it doesn't truly start until you get to the back half of your 20s. Like I'm talking about after 25, they don't really care about the age gaps. You know what I mean? After 25.
Right, but what age gap is cool no matter what age you at, as long as you grown, legally grown?
Probably say.
What's the magic? I'm asking you, what's the magic number?
Probably 6 or 7. If I was to take a shot in the dark.
See, that's damn near not a gap though.
Right. I don't think it is.
Because that's the same generation, damn near.
It is the same generation.
You're just
the beginning of it and they're the end of it.
Right. Mikey said, LOL. I'm here to support tons of mice. That's what's up. What up, Mikey? What's happening, bro? He said, what are y'all talking? Oh, yeah, that was from earlier. Okay, cool, cool. But yeah, I guess what's the magic number? I think 7 is very, very safe. but I think you can go higher than that.
I mean,
I'm gonna say
there's no real answer for that.
I'm gonna say 10. No, I think there's an answer. I'm gonna say 10 or 11 years. I think 10 years is the sweet spot. Like if a girl is 18, fresh 18, and her man is 28, and they taking each other seriously, like a parent will find a way to get over that.
I don't know, man.
But if you push it up 12 years and make him a cool 30, right? I'm talking about what you getting the question I'm asking though? What's the number that right? Okay. So like if you bump it up and make him a cool 30, that 30 to 18 hit different than that 28 to 18. You really have to measure it from 18 or even 17.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's the community you grow up in, you know. All of those things do play a part in that. You know, some communities, they don't care at all.
V said it's weird.
They do.
V said it's weird. I don't think it's weird. I am not the father of a daughter, but hypothetically speaking, you are. I'll be hypothetical. If my 19-year-old daughter, I'm going to do everything hypothetical, right? So my 19-year-old daughter will have her head on straight because it's my daughter, right? So if my 19-year-old daughter is in her second, third year of college, right? And she's taking a guy serious and they've been together for a little bit to the point where she wants me to screen him, right? She wants to bring him to meet me. She wants me to look at, give him a once over and have some conversation with him and see what I think. You know what I'm saying? But the gentleman is 29 and she's 19. Listen, I'm going to feel so much more relieved to be shaking hands with a grown ass man at my front door, to be sitting down and having a conversation about my daughter, than I would to be sitting down with a fucking knuckleheaded 19 or 20-year-old that my daughter's really into. I'm just being a rock solid with y'all.
Nothing wrong with that.
I would be much more confident sitting down with a man 10 years older than my daughter to talk about, the future of my daughter and potentially handing, the duty of protection over to this guy.
I feel like that's still a case by case basis. You know what I mean? Like you get to evaluate them. You want to protect your kid. Even if they're an adult, you want to protect them. That's just natural. You know what I mean? But like I think it's just a case by case basis because there are 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds that are extremely responsible.
Your daughter won't like him. Neither will mine. Your daughter won't like him, and neither will mine. And you know it. She won't be attracted to the guy you're talking about. The 19-year-old that's wise beyond his years and got his shit together, and he'll probably be financially stable by 26 or 27 years old. That guy is not going to start getting pussy till 26 or 27, and you and I both know it. Your daughter is not. I think your daughter's not going to think that dude is attractive.
Let's have she might like the nerds, bro.
Let's have a real conversation. No,
she might like the nerds.
Tez, come on, Tez. What's the odds?
Odds are lower, but she might.
Okay. Well, hey, speak it into existence, brother. Yeah, I ain't gonna manifest. I'm not gonna manifest against you. I rebuke everything I just said. Your daughter's got a chance. V said, truthfully, no older man should go for a woman under 25. What's an older man, V? K said, half my age plus 7 is the absolute lowest I go without feeling like a creep, but I couldn't really see myself going more than like 5 or 6 years lower. Half your age plus 7 I heard that rule before. Half your age plus 7. I've heard that. So yeah, look, you trying to do the math on it. Ted's trying to do the math on it. Yeah, I know where it put you at, man. It's a good number. It's a solid number, bro. Get you a good woman in that range. Yeah. Roxy said no. He don't want to talk about it. Roxy said no. Don't speak that negatively into the universe on your daughters.
I'm not.
Roxy, yeah, Roxy, I understand the nature of women. Like my mother's been with my father since high school. My dad was very much a bad boy. Very much a bad boy. Very much a bad boy. Very much. He became the man that he is. He was very much a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say too much, but, the streets knew him and he knew the streets. You know what I'm saying? And mom, so, and I mean, he was everything that women should run from. Light skin, Jerry curl, in the hood, will fight you, take your girl. Like he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, horrible combination. Real trouble. You know what I'm saying? and mom's got with him and never let him go. So, you know what I'm saying? We know what women like. And I'm telling you that Tez admitted it. He said the odds are low. The Poindexter, the Poindexter with his head on straight in college, he not getting no play. He's at the library. He's skipping the party.
I mean, he's not really looking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I'm at school to learn. Them niggas, they start getting coochie later. And there's nothing, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong.
If you're that Poindexter, but you got an edge to you, that works.
Yeah, if you got an edge, you got to whoop somebody or get into a little altercation and let some people see like that you stood on business. You ain't even got to really fight, but just stand up for yourself in a public setting. That'll get you situated. That'll clean your that'll get your reputation right where you need it to be.
All you need is a little edge.
Yeah. Mikey said, if you're over 25, stick with that. That should clear things up. Young people aren't done growing up yet. Old people should leave them alone. What's young and what's old? See, we got to start putting some numbers on this, y'all. We just using terms.
I mean, he said 25. I thought 25 was a good age to start at.
V said
the back half of the 20s.
V said older men are 45 to 50 plus. Older is 45 to 50. That's kind of nasty. 45 to 50 is older. 50 I see, but like 45, you're older at 45. If you're 45 and your girl's 29, bro, you living. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm the wrong one to keep it real on here. Maybe I'm outvoted tonight. But if you 45 and your girl's 29, you living. You doing all right for yourself, man. I'm sorry, G. I'm not gonna look at you sideways at all. I see you, player. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. Did your dad take the puppy too? What you mean? What that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. Is she asking, is my dad older than my mom? No, they're the same age. But they met at like 14. Mikey Famine under 25 shouldn't be with over 25. Okay. I mean, the law got to change then because, you know, it's perfectly legal. Kay said, yeah, I'm 35 divided by 2 plus 7, about 25. And that's still too young for me, to be honest. You ain't fucking with 25? So 25 a good number, man. I don't know why y'all don't want to enjoy a woman in her physical prime, but all right. V said, yes, 40 is middle-aged. Depending on what you eat. Mikey said, also classic. You said even 17. That's illegal. No, I'm saying to have the conversation about the specific. No. We're not going to make me sound weird. The specific conversation we were having is what's the sweet spot of age range where it's a comfortable number, no matter how you scale it up. So if the lowest age of one person is this and the oldest age of one person is that, we're not going to act like high school seniors that are 17 aren't dating their sophomore boyfriends in college and shit. Like, we not gonna act like that's not like I'm only on here to have a real conversation. So yes, 17 would be a number to put into play. It happens all the fucking time. Seniors dating freshmen. The senior graduates and stays with his girlfriend for 3 years while she's in high school. Yeah, very much illegal. It's happening every day. Parents know about it. Everybody's school knows. The nigga be going back to school to take her to homecoming, going back to school to take her to prom, like it's normal. I'm just trying to have a real conversation. But I get what you're saying though, but I just don't like how it came off. It could make me look weird in a public forum. So I had to protect my good name, Mikey. I had to, G. You're not gonna make me look weird. Why do older men date down in age and how far down is cool? So it's an interesting conversation. It looks like everybody's got their perspectives all over the place on this.
Like I said, I think it's one of those things where it's like, it's a case by case basis, but there are some things that will be weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I think if you are an older person dating a younger person and they have a family that actually loves and cares about them, and you know they're family oriented and that thing, you know, you really want to integrate yourself with them so they can see, like, number one, who she's with, and number two, you know, if it's the other way around, you want to do the same thing, because you might find out some things really quickly about why you shouldn't be in this relationship anymore.
Yeah,
you know, and that's on both sides. It's not male or female. That's on both sides. It's like you want, if he has a family and he's good with his family, you want to meet his family. You shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody for 3 years and not meet their family. at least once. You know, like I said before, 3 years is long enough to where like y'all probably living together already. You know, I'm just saying like that. When you mixing families and blending families, you want to know things about their family. Like, let's say you married somebody outside of your race, right? And y'all had different beliefs. And you go to their house and you find out that like her family used to kill members of your family and it was perfectly fine for them to do so. And so when they see you, you don't look like, you know, another person. You are now the enemy in their house. You would love to find out that you're the enemy in their house and the things that they possibly could do to you just because it's right to them. You know, you don't want that to happen. You don't want that unless you're gonna completely isolate her away from them completely. You don't want that to happen. Or the fact that you've been eating with people for like the last 3 years, and then you find out, oh, they're like this. Y'all are cannibals. Yo, I didn't know y'all were cannibals. And you invited me to dinner. I don't see no food. Y'all haven't eaten each other, and I'm the one that's different. That means you're gonna eat me. You know, to put it in, you know, YouTube safe terms. You know, no crazy buzzwords or anything like that. But like, actually, I mean, yeah, if you got somebody that's like a nut job, if she has a nut job for a father, you're gonna want to find that out, aren't you? You gotta want to find that out. You seen what was it? Us? You seen Us?
Yeah, I mean, or Get Out.
Get Out. Yeah, you seen Get Out? Get Out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, bro. I mean, you know how I am, bro. I just believe in staying dangerous. So I don't really care what a chick family got going on.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if y'all get married and
have
children,
I respect fatherhood. I mean, all the extended family shit, uncles, cousins, I give a fuck. But like, I respect parents. You know what I'm saying? So even siblings, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know the person that I'm dealing with. They know their sister. They know their daughter. They know their cousin. They don't know this woman as a companion. You can't help me. You can't give me no advice. I'm not calling you. We not finna become friends. I'm not finna make you a confidant. We not finna exchange numbers. I'm gonna be the nigga that come around when she come around for certain events. That's what it's gonna be. We don't necessarily need to be significantly closer than that. For what?
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Since you said that, I was going there.
Yeah.
Would you be with her if you knew that, you know, for example, she loves you? You know what I'm saying? You know she loves you. Y'all are good.
Mm-hmm.
Would you then have to tell her and be okay with telling her? I know probably you would, same as I would. I'm not going to your dad's house because he's a jackass. Like, he'll never see me.
Yeah, I mean, even if like you said, if you dealing with a woman whose family is historically, you know, prejudiced or racist or whatever the case may be, and you find out that their lineage has they used to own us or some shit like that, right? But you really love the woman and all that shit, and you think she's worth it. Like, for me personally, I find out some family history like that, I'm out. I don't care how I feel about you. There's another one. I'll feel this strong in 3 weeks about somebody else. Trust me. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, I'm out. But for those who would choose to stay, I think it's perfectly fine for you to be like, I'm not going around your family. I know they don't like me, and I honestly, I don't like people like them. So you know, it's best that we keep our distance and shit like that. You know,
the kids can't go either.
Yeah, oh for sure. Now she's not gonna be cool with that, and that's why I'm telling you it's best not to proceed because she's not gonna be cool with that. You feel me? And they not gonna be cool with that. Oh, he's telling me I can't see my grandbabies. Then now when they show up to your doorstep, what's that demonstration? Because I'm telling you, if you violate, I'm gonna demonstrate. You feel me? I don't care who you is. Like I told you, once you threaten me, G, you just a threat. You no longer mom, dad, sister, brother, man, woman, nothing. You just a threat. You know what I'm saying? The military, somebody, if there is a explosive device attached to a human being, no matter what that human being is, older, younger, male, female, right? There's an explosive device attached to a human being and they're running towards a convoy. What are they gonna say? Neutralize the threat. They're not going to say neutralize the child. You get what I'm saying? So you deal with a woman like that whose people don't like you, you're going to have to deal with them people one day. It's inevitable, bro. You know what I'm saying? And what that looks like could be pretty serious.
So if she tells you, "Hey, we're good to cut contact,"
yeah,
that's the real only answer, right?
yeah. I mean, you got to. I mean, if you smart, unless you want to go, I mean, that's just like dealing with a chick who got a baby daddy that's coming home, you know, from a violent offense in a year. Like, okay, how serious you really gonna get with her? Because when he come home, you gonna have to deal with that. If they got a child together, you got to deal with that. You're gonna have to deal with that. Whatever that looks like, whatever that consists of, you better hope he went to jail and became highly religious. Because if he come home and he's still the same OG, you gonna have to deal with that. Because in his brain, that's his woman. You feel me? So yeah, Keith Jackson said, I was 35 and dated and married a lady 26. Now my grown daughters remind me that I was 10 years older than their mother. You know what I'm saying? But it worked out for you, right, Keith? And y'all got some great babies out the situation. So that's what's up. Mikey said, I think you mean get out. Yeah. He said, yep. Rebel said, don't shit where you eat. A lot of people, everybody do that. Mikey said, my no contact in-law found out the hand way that I don't play. You was whooping shit, Mike. Mike put the pause on him. Type shit. Let me see.
He said no contact in-law.
Yeah, we got one more segment, Tez, and I'm gonna let you, you know what I'm saying, get to it. Let's see. Is standing for something still attractive in the dating market? We got a video to go to on TikTok. This is gonna be with 19 Keys, where he talk about men and women dating people that stand for something. He gonna go on like a little rant real quick, get the energy fired up, and we're gonna talk about it. Is it still attractive? Because I don't know that it is, you know what I'm saying, but we'll see. We're gonna crack the code for sure. All right. Let's get it.
Get you a man that stands for something. Get you a woman that stands for something. Not one that just want to take pictures and look good, but somebody that got a vision, somebody that got some morals and some value, somebody that's healing and going through it. When they tell him he can't speak truth to power, man, fuck y'all, I'm going to say what I want to say. That's right. Give a damn about y'all. Y'all can counsel me. You can't counsel God. What the fuck is you talking about? That's the energy you got to have. You got to be able to stand on something.
All right, Tez. Being principled and standing on something, being a person who, you know, don't budge, you know, you got your morals, you got your principles. Yeah, you evolve as a person, you grow in different ways, but for the core of you, the root of you, the foundation of you, you're planted firm in something, and you're willing to lose whatever needs to be lost in order to maintain those boundaries, right? For both men and women. Is that old? Because that's old fashioned. I'm gonna call that old fashioned, right? People's principles and thoughts and belief systems are kind of fluid these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of people that start, you know, telling you whether or not they was a dude or not. And they've been a dude their whole damn life. And it was all due to social engineering. So for the people who don't buy the bullshit every time they put it on sale, is that still attractive outside?
Well, I mean, even no matter what type of person you are, it is attractive. But here's the thing. It's only attractive to the people that it should be attractive to. Like, if somebody is for me, then the type of person that I am, if I'm standing on principles, whatever they are, they're going to be attracted to me. You know what I mean? And people that aren't attracted to me simply aren't for me. Like, that's really what it really comes down to here. If they're really not for me, like, if you say you standing on principle isn't attractive, then obviously you're not for me. So you become invisible. You know, just keep it 100. You know, those type of people, I wouldn't want to date them. I wouldn't want to have anything to do with them.
No, make it general though, Tez. I get it. I get it from your perspective, but with a broad stroke brush, in general, principled men who don't waver and budge on their thoughts, right? Like, so for example, let's jump out the window, right? We talking about the human experience. I'll take a couple bullets, right? I don't think that anybody who claims to be Christian should vote Democrat in their life. It doesn't make sense. Voting Democrat directly disagrees with your belief system if you proclaim to be a Christian. I don't have to argue with nobody about a fact, right? I don't have to, argue with you, right? I don't have to argue with nobody about a fact, right? So the fact that Black folks in general, you know, in this country are largely majority Christian. Muslims are really, really close. You know what I'm saying? And they beat us in totality, but people who are considered so-called Black are very, very largely Christian. And they vote Democrat, heavy on the regular. And you know what I'm saying? You can't believe in a God that in scripture calls certain activities and lifestyles an abomination and then vote for the governmental party that makes it legal for said people to marry each other and to adopt children together. You can't vote for that and believe in that. It's hypocrisy at its finest, right? So me being a person who will vocally say that out loud on YouTube, right? Can I still be attractive to a Christian woman? Or is she now turned off, even though I just stood on principle?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. They're the worst when it comes to that.
No. I want you to stay in frame of, like, I know they're the worst, but I'm saying, can I still be attractive to them? Are they still going to want me?
They don't. I can tell you straight up. Most don't believe the book. Most don't believe their own religion. They don't even know it. So yeah, if they're going off looks and they think that you look good, they're gonna say you look good. You know, some people that's all attraction is.
So there's
a lot more to their attraction.
So you don't think it turns her off? So okay, let's say a woman finds you, she fancies you, Tez. I'm gonna put you in this situation. She fancies you. She's liking y'all conversation so far. She's digging she picking up what you putting down. Y'all, you know, you met her, you're out, you know, and you met her, you bumped into her, you guys end up sitting at the bar just chopping it up because you was alone, just decompressing one night, going to get a ginger ale, and you know, you ran into this lady, right? And y'all chopping it up, and she happens to be attractive. You're like, oh, okay, well, shit, what a night. You know what I'm saying? You're like, don't mind if I fucking do, you know? And the conversation's going, and then you guys start digging a little deeper, right? And then you go into your, you know, Tez does what Tez wants to do. And Tez is going to do what Tez wants to do every single day. Tez is a winner. It's what I do. I win, right? And maybe she doesn't like men who can come off. I'm not calling you this, but coming off to her in her perception as arrogant or pompous or braggadocious. Maybe that's like a turnoff for her, right? So you unabashedly being yourself and standing on whatever it is that you standing on and not wavering on it. Because right, once you start popping your shit, she says to you, oh, I don't really like when, you know, guys talk like that. And why are you talking in third person? And instead of being the type of dude who's like, oh, you know, I'm sorry, that's just, you know, that's just like my little character I do, trying to play it off to stay in good graces, you double down. Tez doesn't care what you want. Woman, I didn't come to this bar to meet you. Am I pleased with the fact that you're sitting here? Well, sure, fine. But if you walk away, trust me, my night will go just fine. Is that still attractive? Have you turned her off or on?
Well,
that's what I'm asking.
She's going to be turned off if she says so. I mean, she said she didn't like it. I heard it the first time. In that specific scenario you just gave me, I heard it the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, I probably wouldn't double down on somebody that says that to me. I probably just get up and walk away or just wish them nice. Like, you know, not be a jackass. You're like, hey, you have a nice rest of your night. All right. It was nice meeting you. You know, like, I'm not trying to make bad blood with nobody, but at the same time, it's like we don't share the same beliefs.
Yeah.
There's no reason to continue the conversation. It's like you go live your life. I'm gonna go live my life. I'm not judging you for it. Go live your life the way you want to live it.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Like you said, Tez came here to have a nice little drink and decompress. Like,
yeah.
Me neither.
Who confessed to a crime on the internet?
If he put the pause on somebody.
Oh, okay. I remember. Yeah, he said no contact. Yeah, I got you. I mean, we kind of got your confession. But I'm no officer. I'm no officer.
That I don't play.
I'm listening to you though, bro. Oh, you were done? You landed your plane?
Oh no, it's like I'll re-go through that one more time, just the end. I'll let people do what people want to do. It's really easy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you want to do this? Go ahead and do it. But it has nothing to do with me at all. It's got nothing to do with me. But the thing is, you aren't qualified to be in my space now. And I'm not qualified to be in yours. Let's just do the whole repelling thing. You can be nice on your way out. You ain't got to slam no doors. I ain't got to slam no doors. There doesn't have to be a dramatic show of me and this girl don't get along. We don't agree. I don't have to do none of that. She doesn't agree with me. She looks nice. You know, you say something like, you know, it was nice meeting you. You looked nice. Have a great life. It's anything nice. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean nice, but like, you know, anything with some tact to it. You don't have to be offensive to be like, we don't match. We don't mesh. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have to offend her, even if she Yeah, I didn't like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I said what I said, and she didn't like it. All right, I wish her well. Maybe somebody else will. If they don't, if nobody likes it all night, I didn't come here for that anyway.
Yeah. I get where you coming from. I mean, you still didn't answer the question, but I get where you coming from, though. I mean, you gave us a lot of other valuable information, but just
I wouldn't be attracted.
I guess
well, I don't. She wouldn't be attractive to me.
Okay, so was there ever a time period where men doubling down on the things that they stand on, even if it's just them being themselves? Was there ever a time where that was attractive?
I can't remember any. I can't point to any specific place in history where, I mean, unless we're talking about ancient folk stories or stories that were passed down hundreds of years, I can't think of any. So for me, I don't think that's ever been a thing. It might have, but I don't think so. I think there's nothing new that's going on under the sun. I think that, the attraction between people has always been similar. We haven't evolved. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't evolved. It's just times just got more modern. They went through there are so many different ages that we've all been through. I don't think it's ever changed. I think the power dynamics have changed a little bit. We're like, independence is a huge part of this. I think the power dynamics have changed a little bit to where it's like people can take care of themselves a lot easier than they were before because of technology. But if you're worried about hard labor, in Montana in 1842, you're probably gonna want some big strapping men around, even if they have bad opinions you don't agree with. But in today's society, you don't need that anymore. Like, maybe if you still live in Montana on their farm, but if you're living in a big city, especially, or any rural areas like that, you're not gonna be looking for that, man. I mean, why would
I wanted to get a clear explanation. Thank you for clearly and concisely answering that for me, because I have to take the opposite side on this one. And of course we're not here to agree. Let's talk about the nuances. I think that doubling down is the most attractive thing. I think that's what women find to be the most attractive. I think that is the most masculine thing you can do, is double down on whatever it is you own. Even if you own bullshit, doubling down on bullshit, women will find it attractive, because you know what it is? It's decisive. It is definitive. It is certain. It is sure. And women look for men who are sure. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, like, the doubling down, the being unapologetic, will always draw a woman closer. Even if they say face in the moment and hold frame in the moment. Like, if I put myself in the exact scenario I gave you, and I'm sitting at the bar, and I start speaking in third person, and the woman's like, I don't like when men do that. And I'll be like, Classic don't care what you like. Classic didn't come here to meet you tonight. Classic came here to get a ginger ale and potentially have a conversation with this bartender that I happen to know a little bit. Honestly, you came in while we were talking about the Cowboys game, and because you wearing that dress the way you wearing it, Classic decided to give you some conversation. Classic feels like you should be honored to be sitting here talking to him. Listen, if she gets up, and this is hypothetical, I don't talk to women like that. But if
you're just going all the way up.
But if she gets up and walks away, best believe she's going to think about me that night. Even if she saves face, she's going to be thinking about me. She might listen. In 3 weeks, I wouldn't be surprised to see her follow my Instagram. She's damn sure not going to forget my name. I'm speaking third person to her, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I really think that men being sure, no matter what they sure, just being sure. I just don't like standing on that shit. They get with that, man. Women get with that. That is, I mean, and damn near, you gotta be a hyper version of that these days, because of the little mist of masculinity that is over all of the women in the West. You know what I'm saying? They just spray masculinity mist in the air. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, you gotta be super, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have your shit out, and or not, right?
I do think there's some value in being sure of yourself, and being sure of your surroundings, and knowing what you're talking about. I think there's some value in that. There's a value of being matter of fact. There's a lot of people that won't ever like it, but here's the thing: I don't think that you have to make anybody like what you like.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you need to make anybody like what you like. If either they're gonna like it or they won't. Like, I don't think I would put a lot of effort into somebody that, like, she don't like me, but I'm gonna make her like me. I don't think I've ever put effort into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe as a kid when you didn't know any better and you wanted somebody to like you, but like it's really hard to want someone else to like you in today's society. It really is. It's really hard to be like, I really want them to like me. I can't remember the last time I said that.
Damn, Tez, you don't want these people to like you, G?
If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. If they like me, I'm part of their tribe. If they don't like me, then they're part of somebody else's.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a different conversation. I was going to ask you a question, but I'll wait. Well, let's transition out of this. So, yeah, we had differences of opinion on this. I hope the nuances, drive some conversation in the comments on the rewatch for this. Make sure y'all chime in because it is an interactive conversation. We finna slide over to chat Q&A because we had a few good comments that we got to rebuttal, and then I got to let my dog Tez get going, man. But that's it on the question. Is standing for something still attractive in the dating market? We split on it, y'all. All right, so let's get into some chat Q&A. We got a few that we starred here. Let's go back up to earlier conversation. Conversation with Soft Rain said, so is her man becoming her God? You wanted to respond to that.
See, this is the problem with religion. They put people in a space where it's either the deity or it's the person. And it's not supposed to go like that because I haven't read any doctrine other than religious doctrine. I haven't read any text that said you should do this. Not a single one of them. Any of the religions. I've never read a text that said you should do that. But the doctrine, especially when you're talking about Christians, they seem I don't know which version of the Christian it is, so please don't shout me down. I'm not here for that. This is not theology school at night. If you say that you think that he is becoming the God, that's not true. There's nothing wrong with you having a relationship with your partner where you actually talk to your partner. The thing that Kitty did that sparked this, the thing that Kitty did is she circumvented talking to people and she talked to herself. If you're in a relationship with somebody, literally, if you're in a relationship with somebody, let's say you're a wife, and you say your husband is in the other room watching the game. Y'all have been getting along just fine. It's easy to say to your husband, hey, I haven't been feeling so good lately and I want to feel as good as I used to feel with you. Can we talk about how I feel a little bit? Most husbands, we're talking about husbands here. We're not talking about boyfriends that have their own agendas. We're not talking about people you sleep with. We're talking about husbands who live with you every single day. Y'all probably got kids. Maybe y'all got fat together. Maybe you didn't. Your husband will look at you and what's going on? If y'all are on the same page and especially if y'all are having a good time, what's going on? I want you to feel good. Your husband should want you to feel good. It has nothing to do with God. Your husband is in the other room. Your husband's in the other room. Go talk to your husband. Why are you getting on your knees? Oh, dear God. It's been so long since I felt attractive to him, but he treats me good. You can just walk over to your husband and be like, hey, do I not get you going the way that I want you to get me going? Let's talk about this for a second. It's really easy when you remove the ego part out of it. It isn't about even satisfaction at this point. It's about the intimacy. But you can't worship another person. You can't.
Right.
You can't do that. You can't. Because the minute you start worshiping them, he treats me like I'm his slave. Well, you worshiped him. And vice versa. Well, she treats me like I'm her butler. You worshipped her. Treat him like a person. I know everybody out there in Indie land. I know that sounds weird, right? Treat people like people. And if I'm a people and I treat myself good, I'm going to treat you like people. I'm going to treat you like people. I'm not going to worship you.
I got you. V said the same way a non-religious father wants to know if you have a job, where you work, do you have a record, and can you protect his daughter, etc. Stop. So V, here's the thing. All of the things outside of everything you just listed here was pertinent to his daughter's protection. Do you have a job? Pertinent to provision. Do you have a record? Pertinent to a judgment or assessment or at least some type of prerequisite assessment of character. Can you, and then also, where do you work? you know, just understanding of your income level and what you have to build off of, right? All of those things are pertinent. What he views as God has nothing to do with his ability to do any of that other pertinent stuff you're talking about. And that's why it's intrusive. You don't need to know who he votes for him to marry your daughter, and you don't need to know who he believes in for him to marry your daughter. You don't. You don't.
I mean, ultimately, it's her choice in today's society, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that's not pertinent information. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. Like, that's why I said it's different. Like, I get where she coming from with the point she tried to make, but I just really genuinely don't think it's the same. Some things really truly matter, and then some things we just feel like it matters, right? Like people be like, I need a new pair of shoes, and they have a shoe closet. Right. You want a new pair of shoes. You want right. Need is rich. Right. And the same thing. Like, okay, you need to know if this man got a job and if he makes legal money so your daughter's not in harm's way. You don't need to know if he believes in Jesus or Allah or Buddha. You don't need to know that. You want to know. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's levels to the shit. But I want to discuss that nuance. So I'm glad we started that one. Mikey said, how is having an opinion about other people's lifestyle something you hold down? Let them people live their life. I'm not sure what he was referring to, though. So I'm not sure how to answer the question. Was he talking about like the what was he talking about? Mikey, what was you talking about on that? We have some other comments that are going live right now while Mikey explains that. Roxy said he already know we do. We like y'all. That's why we keep coming back. Yeah, I'm telling you. Kay said, yeah, I think doubling down works really well if it's about boundaries or values, but doubling down on something you know is bullshit will only work with someone who is easily manipulated. Yeah, for sure. I think doubling down in general is a good thing to do if you're trying to be yourself in peace. It'll just weed everybody out from around you that don't need to be around you. And if you end up alone, you probably should spend some time alone. But I think that's for people who have cracked the code on enjoying themselves. Because I like being alone. So like niggas could never threaten me with their absence. You'll never hear from me again. All right.
You shouldn't have to pull teeth for your people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, people will be attracted to you. If they're not attracted to you, they're just simply not your people.
Real
and
talk.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Roxy said people are scared to have those conversations because sometimes I can't handle the truth, so they just avoid it. Facts. Kay said her man is her God. That's some cult shit.
Yes, it is.
Mikey said transphobia. What's transphobia? Roxy said they, not me. We talked about transphobia today.
You mentioned the Christian people who are voting for Democrats.
Yeah, you just can't.
The ones that are doing that.
Yeah, you just can't do both. It's hypocrisy, is it not? I'm talking about for the people who claim to be Christian. If you claim to be Christian, then there's certain values and things that you're supposed to live by in accordance to the context of the Bible. That is something that you put yourself under. I don't claim to be a religious person, but for those who are in the populace of the vast majority of Black people in this country that vote Democrat, and the white ones too, but white people read the Bible, the same book, but they read it, interpret it, and preach it totally a little different from Black folks. But Black folks in this country,
totally different.
Yeah, but Black folks in this country who are hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah Christian, and they vote Democrat, they're voting directly against their religious belief. That is literally a fact. I'm not sure what's transphobic about what I'm saying, and I'm not sure what's not true about what I'm saying. Everything alleged for content creation purposes.
He's calling their. I'll clarify this. He's calling that part of their religion that they believe transphobic.
I mean, they didn't write the book. So if you calling Christianity transphobic, I mean, I'm not going to agree or disagree with you because I don't really believe in adding phobia on the back of these words, because phobia at its root means fear. And I don't think nobody's scared of people who trying to cut their wieners off, allegedly for content creation purposes and entertainment. I don't. Like, I'm not afraid of a dude who trying to detach his Johnson. I'm not. That doesn't make me nervous. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, this motherfucker might hurt me. Like, nah, that's the last person I'm worried about if we just keeping it a stack. But yeah, let me see. Trying to go back up to the star comments. But yeah, if he's calling Christian, I mean, I don't agree or disagree with that. Do you feel like that? Does that fall under the definition of that?
It falls under the definition, yeah.
Okay.
It's just a definition of it.
Yeah, that's for them to worry about, for sure. But He said, how is having an opinion about other people's lifestyle something you hold in? But that's not an opinion though, Mikey. If somebody is a Christian, that's not their opinion, right? They following their belief system. I think that's why the question had confused me, because if that's what they under, you know what I'm saying, and that falls under what they supposed to believe in, then they shouldn't be voting like that. You know what I'm saying? Technically. You feel me? Like, that's just what it is.
That's why my follow-up was, I don't believe that people believe in what they say they believe.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Picking and choosing and shit. He said being stubborn or bullheaded is an emotional response. Sticking to something that even you yourself can see is illogical will only produce failed results. Now, was this in regards to the example with the woman at the bar?
Yeah, I think he wrote that before we said that it was a stylized turned all the way up.
Got you.
We both agree with that, I'm sure. Can't stick to something that don't work. No,
I think being stubborn could be strategically used. I think being stubborn could be weaponized like anything else. I think you could transmutate stubbornness. I think I covered being stubborn in my code languages, but stubborn is not positive or negative. It's just often used with a negative connotation. You can use stubbornness for positive, very much so. Being stubborn, being persistent is a form of being stubborn. Being a persistent person, a person who is unwilling to quit, being unrelenting is a form of being stubborn. When you fight somebody who's stubborn, Tez, I'm sure you fought somebody stubborn. I have fought somebody that is extremely stubborn. I'm hitting this motherfucker with hooks, uppercuts, jabs, clean shit, body. You trying to break him down, and this motherfucker will not go away. He is stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Like, so stubborn is not negative or positive, but it is oftentimes used as a negative. So, but being stubborn or bullheaded is an emotional response. I disagree fundamentally with that. I think it can be, though. I think it can be.
He's using it in the way that it is.
That it's typically used. Version. But that's not stubborn. See, stubbornness doesn't deserve that. We got to give stubbornness a fair. Yeah, we got to give stubbornness a fair shake. It doesn't deserve that. It doesn't deserve to be misunderstood this way. Can it be an emotional response? Absolutely. You are 100% right. Sticking to something, even though you yourself can see is illogical. And see, in that instance, doubling down with the chick at the bar, I don't think that's illogical, because if you double down in that way and she's like, you know what? You okay? You all right with me? Like, that might have been a test to see if you were weak or not. These women need that. You just don't, you get what I'm saying? Try being unabashedly yourself for just, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, give it a shot for 30 minutes to see where it gets you. Because one thing you will know at the end of the day is that everything around you is genuine. For the most part, right? I haven't faked it with nobody. So anybody that's still dealing with me, they know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You've done your part, right? You've shown your teeth. You've shown your true colors. You've been yourself unapologetically. I think that's for somebody who wants to have something genuine around them or nothing at all, which that would be myself. I'd rather be alone than be around some bullshit, right? So, and I also want to be myself in peace. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, let me give you a lighter example. You like to smoke your little ganja, right? It's a little kickback at your spot. You got a lady, your lady invites some people, you invite some people. Couple of the people your lady invite to your spot where you smoke your ganja freely, out in the open. You got your incense, you got your diffusers, you got your shit to keep the place aromatherapized. Do you know what I'm saying? I just made that up. Y'all put that in the classic dictionary. You got something to keep your crib aromatherapized. You know what I'm saying? You having a kickback. Nobody at the kickback that fuck with you got a problem with it because they brought some too. These your folk. Couple of the people your lady invite, they're like, oh my God, like, I don't like being around smoke and like, you know, this, that, and the third. You got a choice to make, dog. You can be unapologetically you and politely let her friends know this is not a smoke-free house. If you have a problem being around smoke, we appreciate you coming, but you're gonna go ahead and have to, you feel me? Or we got a balcony. We got a balcony for you.
I'm gonna tell you honestly, in any of these types of situations, when it comes to me specifically, it never would have got that far. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the fallacy here from the very beginning was not me doing what I want to do in my own house. The fallacy here was people thinking they were going to come to my house without being well informed of who and what I am. And so if you are stepping through the threshold of my house, you already understand these things. But here's the thing. If I don't know you, you're probably not going to be invited. And the people that I'm with, the person that I'm with, you know, they're gonna know too. Hey, I'm not inviting nobody that he don't really, you know, really know, number one. And number two, he doesn't like people coming over. And that's a respect thing between you and the person that you're dating. That's a respect thing. If she knows and she's been with me, she already knows that I don't like random people coming over my house. She already knows that we don't usually host family parties because I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't have your mama running all over my house trying to move stuff around. She lost the whole coffee table. How do you lose a coffee table? I'm come home, there ain't no coffee table. So if I can't even stomach your birth giver doing this, she knows better to invite 3 friends, 4 friends with their significant others. It's just not a thing for me. But I also don't have that urge to be around a bunch of groups of people like that anyway.
Hypothetically,
you know, like I don't like being around that type of setting. I don't like. We don't need to be in my house. We could go out to the bar.
No,
so if I need to step outside, I'll step outside.
Nah, you go to somebody else's crib. I know you don't necessarily care to, but it's one of your close homies, and your homie don't have no issue with you blazing up in the crib, right? Hypothetically, don't have no issue with you blazing up in the crib, right? Just normal protocol. Y'all watch football, y'all blaze up in the crib all the time. But his lady's got a few people over there, you feel me, that don't fancy the smoke. You know what I'm saying? And even though it's normal protocol, there's a problem in the air.
This is his house, right?
It's your homie house, and your homie tell you, hey, man, listen, you ain't got to put nothing out if you don't want to. So you have the choice to double down on who you are or acquiesce to the situation. And this is what I'm saying. Would this be a positive? Would this be a net? You see what I'm saying?
How close are me and this homie?
Yes, yo, dog. It's me. You at my spot. It's me. And I tell you, hey, man, you ain't got to put that out if you don't want to. I know they over there talking, but listen, I don't need. And I tell you,
if for some strange reason that I would find my way into your home,
you wouldn't. It's hypothetical.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my brain around this.
What up, Lulu?
If there was a reason that I was at your house,
yeah,
and you were having an event, and these are grown people, right? Not children.
Yeah, everybody grown,
full grown adults. And you tell me, or let's say you spark it and hand it to me.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't just spark up at somebody's house. Like, that's disrespectful as hell. You know what I'm saying? But even if y'all cool with it, like, you know, I'm gonna have you go ahead and break the seal on this for me. You know what I'm saying? That's respect. I respect the people whose house I'm in, number one.
For sure.
I would ask, but because I am who I am, and I respect people's place, like I hope they would respect mine. Hey, dog, you said I could do this, but like your girl's having a fit. I'm not trying to make this difficult on you because you trying to appease me as your boy. I'm looking out for you. You already acknowledged that I am who I am. That's all I needed. So I'm just gonna go in the garage. That's cool. Hey, I can't go in the garage. Don't worry about it, bro. Let me go to my car real quick. I'll be back in 15. If I brought a lady, she already gonna know what I'm on because that's who I am, and I've never hid.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Tez. We not doing that. We're not doing that. You're not going to the car. I'm not letting you go to the car. You know what I'm saying? Nah. This hypothetical. This hypothetical.
If you tell me that you have problems with that lady,
no, look,
that's your problem to have.
Even though you don't want to double down, I do.
That's
so you're gonna stay right here and you go keep smoking. Cause look,
you handed it to me for a reason,
bro. Yeah, it's in the air. Listen. I'm gonna pull my little yeah to the side. Listen, your friends over there is tripping about the smoke. They can leave. You know, they don't have to be here. Bruh, brother, you not finna go out to your car and do nothing. This is an opportunity here that has arose for me to swing my dick around in this motherfucker just a little bit more. Yeah, it's an opportunity. Hey, look, yo, you don't invite nobody here that's not with the program. I'll make a fucking announcement. Hey, just so y'all know, this is not a smoke-free environment. If you can't breathe, you need to leave. You feel me? Straight like that, bro. It ain't no, because when you make a concession, bro, you got to be careful about the concessions you make in the midst of the women you dealing with. You have to be careful about the concessions you make. I'm telling you, I disagree with the topic, bro. I think doubling down is still attractive to women, bro. You got to be who you are, bro.
Is she trying you because she wants to test you, or is she trying you because, let's just say she changed up the plan?
Bro, it don't even matter.
Because dude, what I mean about being in a real accord, like, this relationship is going to work, is when y'all don't have to talk about certain things.
Listen, she might have, let's say this, she didn't know that they didn't like smoke. She finding out in real time. She know that she gonna have to let them know that they can go on ahead. Bro, let's say the function's supposed to be 8 until it's 8:30. We start blazing up. Somebody got a problem with the smoke. Nigga, we supposed to kick in here smoke free for 5, and it's freezing outside. And we supposed to kick in here smoke free for 5 hours for the rest of the night? Come on, man. These hoes gotta leave, bro. We not in my house, hypothetically. Not in my crib. Come on, man. They not even, listen, I don't care what they look like. Go ahead now. If you can't breathe, you need to leave, G. That's just what it is. I'll crack a door for you.
Can't breathe, need to leave.
Yeah, bro, I'll crack a door for you. A little window. You feel me? Get some air circulating. We not doing that.
Now see, here's you said exactly what I needed you to say right there. And I'll tell you why. This is why people not coming over. Not when I'm home.
Hey, come on, bro.
I'm not taking no chances. I'm not taking any chances. And that's a respect thing, bro. Like, that's what I want to say. It's a respect thing. She knows what type of person you are, right? You didn't hide from her. She knows she loved you anyway. She loved you anyway. Even if it's not quote unquote desirable, she loved you anyway. Right? So she already knows. Yeah, look, I can't do people. Why? Because I suck. I don't care. I say it that way.
Yeah.
I suck. I can't do people.
I feel you.
Maybe I love you. Okay. I'm just letting you know I suck and can't do people. And no amount of love that you give me is going to change that. And, that's just the extreme. Mind, this is an extreme scenario, but it's literally like just like that. She's not going to ever put you through that. Not if she actually cares about you. She's never going to put you through something that she knows you cannot endure. Now, if it's, I don't like the grocery store, I'm sorry, bucko. You got a girlfriend. You're going to have to go to the grocery store. Use your big, strong, masculine arms to carry those groceries. I don't like going to the grocery store. I get it. But you also like eating, and she can cook really good.
Yeah.
That's a different type of concession. You know what I'm saying? It's a totally different type of concession. Totally.
Type shit.
It's a mutually beneficial one. If I go ahead and put these groceries in, even though I hate going to the grocery store, I'm gonna get some real good food cooked with love. I'm gonna get some real good love and cook with food. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just don't know if that's a concession though, bro. Like I think we might be using the wrong word. It's because
it's about the point that you're standing on.
I get what you're saying. I mean, I get what you're saying.
It can't be arbitrary. It cannot be arbitrary.
When the opportunity to drop your nuts show up in your household in 2026, all you men and listen, let's be specific. If you're dealing with an adjacent woman, a woman that is or adjacent to, and if y'all know what I mean by that, you know what I mean. If you don't, I'm not going to specify because I vowed not to talk about them. But if you're dating a particular creed of woman, right? Okay. Any chance you get to drop your nuts, any chance you get to drop your nuts, you better drop them. You better drop them. Because if you don't, she'll be posting subliminals on her Instagram story of the Jill Scott clip at Breakfast Club. If a man could tell me what to do, he could tell me what to do. But if he can't tell me what to do, he can't tell me what to do. When she start posting that, you already lost her, gang. You already lost her. You got to assert your dominance. Now, if you dating one of the fluffy, happy-go-lucky, you know what I'm saying, little suburban, little ditzy, little, you feel me, or whatever the case, man, you got you one of those at the crib, you may not have to do so, bro. You may not have to swing your dick around, but with a certain creed of woman, you got to swing your dick around in the house. Listen, don't do it. Don't do it and see what results you get.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Don't do it and see what results you get. It's certain types of women that if you're going to deal with them, if that's your preference, you're going to need to conduct yourself a certain type of way or you're going to get diminishing returns. I promise you that, because guess what? If you're not dominant because you just too chill to step when it's time to step, you just rather not, you non-confrontation, all that shit, she going to cheat on you with a man that dominates her. I promise you. I've been the other guy. She going to cheat on you with a man that dominates her. Ted's been the other guy. She going to do it. She gonna cheat on you with a man that's dominant over her. That's gonna do what she wants.
Hey, it's about who you deal with. And hey guys, do not be afraid to change who you deal with and what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You might have dated one type of thing for so many years, and it just never works out for you. Sometimes it's time to stop eating chicken. It's time to start eating duck.
Come on.
That what you explained in a way that only Classic could is your tribe and finding it and knowing that's, you know what, I keep having problems because that's not my tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Those are not my people. That's not my tribe. You know, we cannot coexist in a way that is harmonic. You find people that you can exist with harmonically. And they might not look like you sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine in my book. As long as y'all in harmony. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll leave it on that. Let's do these last couple chats so you can get you some rest. My brother Roxy said, who likes a random at their house? That's just weird and too much. People do it. People host a lot and they say, oh, invite someone. It's fine. Or can I bring someone with me? Sure, it's fine. People do it. Yeah, Mikey said it. Yeah, Mikey said she ain't about to spit in my drink. I'll be on the porch blazing. I hear you, Mikey. I hear you. Not me. I'm gonna make a point. Roxy said if she going to the car, he's driving away. Yeah. Wait, if he going to the car, you said if he's going to the car, he's driving away.
Me.
See what I'm saying?
I'll leave.
See, and that's why I ain't gonna let you step outside, because you don't gotta do that, bro. We are not finna let these Jezebels that have never been in my house before make you uncomfortable in my house, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't
no, man. Listen, bro. You'll have me crashing out in my own crib, man. Fuck them hoes, man. Spark another one. You'll have me crashing out in this motherfucker.
I hate to say this because it sounds crazy, right? But I am one of the most I'll leave Negroes on earth.
No, you ain't got to go, man.
Let me get out of here.
Yeah. Erica said, what y'all stealing next? I don't
Hopefully
get it.
Not hearts.
I don't get it though. Roxy said, huh?
We're a certain amount of brown on today's internet. I know what that means.
Oh, okay. Put that on a shirt. You can't breathe, you need to leave. On God, with some smoke on it. Yeah, that is a hoodie. If you can't breathe, you need to leave. If she cares about you, she is not gonna put you in the middle of something to make uncomfortable. And if she does unknowingly, and she will go when you're ready to go, it's about reading each other. Nah, for sure. That's what I'm saying.
100% in agreement.
Nah, for sure.
What it's about.
Nah, for sure.
That's what it's about. It's about respect from both of y'all. Need to have respect for each other, and this will never happen.
Hey, listen, if you having a kickback, G, and it's in the winter months and you in the Midwest and she got y'all smoking on the porch, I'm gonna tell you right now that she'll also tell your ass to sleep on the couch when she mad at you. And that's never gonna happen. I'd never be made to sleep on the motherfucking couch if I don't want to. You ain't never gonna make me step outside or know where I pay bills to go smoke, and it's motherfucking below freezing outside. Is you crazy? It's not happening, G. It's unnecessary and it's not happening, fam. Like I don't know where men get off with all, like there's an element of compromise to dealing with somebody for the rest of your life, for sure. But over compromise is a real thing. Like motherfucker be the compromise and look up one day like, damn, I'm not even the leader. I'm not the leader in this bitch no more.
Those tough, they shouldn't be tough conversations, but I'll call them tough conversations anyway. Those tough conversations that you have with your person need to happen early. The only time, like I said, I asked you if it was kids in the house. Like let's say it's called children. Like I asked you if it was kids in the house. If it's kids in the house, I gotta go outside. You know what I'm saying? But I understand where you're coming from, you know, not being a parent. And so this is an adult function. You know what I'm saying? But man, like I said, if it's gonna cause tension in your house, I'm probably not gonna want to do it. But whatever you got going on is what you got going on. That's none of my business.
It ain't gonna be no tension. It wouldn't be no tension. Hey, listen, y'all. No, see, y'all not getting my point. Y'all not getting it. With it, okay. Clearly, okay. So Mikey's in the comments disagreeing. Neither one of y'all date the persuasion of woman I'm talking about. So what I'm talking about, it's not even a part of y'all reality. You have to implement clear, strict boundaries, and you have to consistently drive them home to repurpose and retame all the damage that has been done by feminism. You understand? It is a grooming process. And it is just like, I'm going to liken it this way because it makes the most sense, not because it's going to sound offensive. My intentions are good. It's like training anything, whether you're training an animal, training a student, training at a discipline, you have to repeatedly do it right to sear it into muscle memory. One time of doing it wrong, and you can set back what you've instilled days, weeks, months. And you know this. I'm going to give you an example training a dog. You don't want your dog to beg for food off of human plates. You never feed it off of a human plate. If you get your dog from a puppy and no one ever feeds that dog off of a human plate, it will not sit at the dinner table and be begging and whimpering for food. We all know a begging ass dog. If a dog begs, it's because it's had success before. Someone tossed it a Dorito. Someone tossed it a piece of steak. Someone tossed it a last piece of broccoli, right? It won before. It takes one time to untrain all that discipline. You can train a dog not to beg for years. One person give it a piece of food off a plate and it will start begging the very next time. That's what I'm telling you. So you can't miss an opportunity.
It's easier to not have to discipline somebody.
Now listen, you got to. This new batch that's out, that the Lord has bestowed upon us, that has been groomed by feminism, the propaganda of hip hop music and the women in it, out. This new batch, you cannot miss an opportunity to instill discipline and understanding. No, we can't do that. I'm not doing that. Because I don't even like what's over there what's over there. So the shit you dealing with, they're man eaters. That's why your heart all fucked up right now, because they're man eaters. Beautiful as hell, sexy as hell, vibrant as hell, could dance, hair curly as hell, skin smooth as shit, come in all different proportions and shit. You can get a petite one with the bubble, you can get the thickalicious ones, they come in all, it's like a fucking Baskin Robbins over there, and they will eat your fucking soul. That's why you be on here crashing out twice a week. So I'm not going back over there where you at, because I've been to that island and I couldn't swim. Okay, so I'm not going back over there. The tide too fucking high. Okay, now going over to play in the mountains and the ski slopes and shit. Now we back knocking on the door. What you was talking about earlier. Her great uncle used to hang motherfuckers allegedly for content creation purposes and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? She got a freaking great grandfather who used to own niggas. You know what I'm saying? All alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. And you trying to make it right. And then on top of that, you're gonna breed with this woman. No, fuck no. So listen, I'll take a little attitude and keep shit in line, okay? I'll drop my nuts and keep shit in line. I don't like the pros and cons with what you got going on. Because listen, you can go to the ski slopes and the woman herself might be good with you. But the lineage, ooh, that's when it start mattering, right? That's when you got to start digging for people's business and shit. You talking about procreating with this woman, that shit matter, bro. Now, when you start talking about over there where you playing at, the sandy beaches, as you like to call it, that tide ain't always gracious, brother. That riptide get a hold of your ass. It's got a hold of you a couple times. You still over there trying to swim. Your ass still want to be a surfboarder. Go ahead. Go ahead. Now, shit, you close. Life support. Yeah. So give me a sister for 3,000, Alex. Ain't none of them sound like the best options, but goddamn it, give me a sister for 3,000, Alex. Fuck all that. I know how to check some shit. I know what to do. I told you, I'm with the program, the management program. Eat the cake is not a choice. It is not a choice. I will not render the backhand. Just so we're clear, I will not deploy the backhand. But eat the cake is not a choice.
So what you're saying is the Ike Turner method you have to cut some of like turn the method off.
You have to cut a piece
away the whole method.
You have to cut the piece of it off, but you have to be able to have something to discipline them with, whether it's dickbation. Sometimes you got to put them on dickbation. Hey, no dick. No dick. I could wait longer than you, trust me. No dick. Because you don't know how to act. And I know when you think you cool now, but you ovulate in 2 days and you're not going to be cool. You're not going to be cool. I know. Yup. No dick. Yup. Put her on dick base. You gotta be able to listen, bro. If you don't, gee, you going to be a stepping stone. You're going to be saying dumb shit around your friends like, she run the house, man. Yo, bitch ass. All alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. I'll never be in the house where I say some shit like that around my partners talking about, the wifey. I gotta ask the wife, man. She run things, man. Shut your whole ass up, man. That's why when hypothetically when shit get apocalyptic outside, I know I'm gonna thrive. The amount of bitch ass niggas I see on a day-to-day basis, I'm stepping on shit. Yeah, you niggas is not assertive or dominant at all. And the other people that's on the shit I'm on, we gonna be on teams. I'm stepping on shit. Yeah. Don't let it get Booker Eli-ish outside. I'm finna be running shit for sure. The amount of emotional ass men, I'm gonna have a fucking empire. Believe that. And I'm gonna have all y'all women. Facts. Hypothetically. Facts. I'm gonna have all y'all women. They're not gonna want to be with you niggas. You ain't protecting shit. Yeah, we cool with you until them niggas come through this bitch. I'm just gonna go get with one of them. Because it's inevitable. They're coming. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. all that, I'm gonna go, okay, go smoke on the porch, nigga. And we taking her. all the niggas that got put on the couch, we taking her. All you niggas that gotta sit in your car and have a shot before you go in the house, we taking her.
I do not have a shot in the car.
Yeah, you niggas sitting in the car ordering a little shot. Yeah, y'all, they going to the gas station. You know what they doing. They going to the stressed out pack. You already know the stressed out kid. They stop at the gas station. They get their flavor of tobacco product, whether it's something whether it's a vape or whether it's a Black and Mild or whatever. They get their tobacco product. They get a little shot of that little, you feel me, behind the counter, and they get them some lottery tickets, bro. And they sit in that car for 30 minutes before and they go in the house. If shit get apocalyptic outside, we taking her. We taking her. You not running shit over there. We taking her. Yeah, she coming with us. We gonna make her cook. we gonna make her cook and wash feet. Fuck is you talking about? Facts. That's just how they. Yeah, for sure. Somebody got to wash feet, nigga. It's an apocalypse.
Classic. The apocalypse.
Is you gonna want to wash your own feet?
I hope I could. I hope I got 2 hands.
You're not gonna want to wash your feet, brother. The apocalypse? What type of sneakers? Come on, nah. You're not gonna have. You got to walk through swamps all the time. You're not gonna want to wash your own feet.
We got to have the right boots.
We got to take some weak man's wife and have her be the foot washer. Yeah. It's an apocalypse, bro. That's how it's gonna get outside. Y'all not ready, bro. Y'all not ready. Y'all don't have the right framework of mind. Kay said, Jesus. Mikey said, the cope is crazy. Firm boundaries, actual boundaries are vital, but grooming, grooming. That's why you're called a groom. She's the bride and you're the groom. We just don't like how shit be sounding. I'm not a how it sounds person. I'm a matter of fact person. I don't care how shit sound. I care about what it is. The man is called a groom for a reason. He's supposed to train her up in how he want her to be, the type of wife he need her to be, and she's supposed to be his helpmate. But those days are long gone, so I can see why we're offended, or not even offended, but just looking at it like it's a weird term. It's not a weird term. It's intentional. Oh, what's the chat about? I just got here. Oh, we talking about a little bit of everything. We doing chat Q&A now, so we all over the place. But we about to sign off in a minute. Thank you for pulling up. Make sure you hit the like button and tap in with us for the next time. Roxy said, if we are cohabitating, then I'm going to let the man lead our household and respect the decisions he has made. House rules. If we smoke, then we smoke. Come on, Roxy. See what I'm saying? No, not the vitamin D deficiency. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to keep them in line somehow. For sure. But yeah, man, it's the human experience, man. We had another great episode. Tez, you got anything in closing for the people, brother?
I mean, yeah, like if there's anything that you guys have heard in this conversation, you got to find people that are for you. You know, I'm a path of least resistance type of guy. You know, in most areas of my life, anyway. No, you know, nobody's perfect. You know, even when you look like this. You know, talking shit. No one's perfect, but you You got to find people who are for you, and whatever that means to you. You know, I can't tell you what it means to you, and I can't judge you for what you think someone is for you or not for you. But I can tell you is, you know, there's certain probabilities here. You know, there's certain things you probably should check out, and you know, if y'all got real love, love's gonna win in the end. You know, it's hard to come by, but when you get it, cherish it, hold on to it, nourish it. You know, men, you know, this is, like I said, this is the human experience. Men, you know, you're gonna do a lot better if you try to make that lady happy within reason. And you know, women, you are going to succeed if you make that man happy. That's you're gonna succeed if you make that man happy. You know, a real happy man will do anything for his lady and his family. A real happy man will do anything for them. You know, and I don't mean like, you know, the weird ultimate happiness everybody talks about. I mean, like, you know, you please him as a person. You know, he can look at you and be like, I like her, I admire her, you know, that type of thing. That's my wife. Who doesn't want to be able to say that one day when they really want to be married? Like, you really want to be married, you want to be proud of your wife. I'm pretty sure you want to be proud of your husband, unless you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Yeah. I like that, man. I ain't even gonna add nothing to it. That's perfect. Roxy said washing feet is biblically servanthood. I know. I'm already knowing, Roxy. It's not.
Roxy, we was almost out of here. Why you do that?
I already know.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Roxy been around long enough. She know what I know. Yeah, I talk a little country and all that shit because I'm from where I'm from, but ignorant I am not. Roxy already knows. She know I know.
Magnus, that is your own business and nobody cares. You can like whoever you want.
Magnus said, I don't like girls. It's probably a girl. Roxy said, I appreciate y'all. We appreciate you for sure. Well, look, this is another episode of the Human Experience. Make sure y'all catch up with us. We got a live meetup coming on February the 13th. If you anywhere near the Chicagoland area, or if you have the means to make it to the Chicagoland area next month, February the 13th, we having a live meetup. We having a live podcast panel, also a live concert by B Class, myself, the Classic Code. So y'all heard some of my music on the intro. If y'all need to hear what I sound like as an artist, just tap in to the intro. But yeah, man, we about to get on up out of here. My dog Ted's gonna get some rest. I think I might do the red room. I may or may not. Just depends, bro. But yeah, man, it's been another one. Subscribe, like, comment. It's the Human Experience.
And we do the red room.
Yeah. Hey, he said, get it out the way. I feel you. Shit. We out, man. We gone.
I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to them. I'm having that aura, I got that glow. They hate it worse when they know that you know. Walk in the room like I'm covered in gold. I used to suppress it, was about to implode. I used to suppress it, was about to explode. Sore thumb in the room, everywhere that I go. Black sheep for the fam, used to think something was wrong. Took a little time to realize I was chose. Took a little time to realize I was special. Ever since birth, been a cold under pressure. Wanna be great, gotta do a little extra. That's why I grind with obsession. Everything about me irregular, everything about me is pressure. Maximum effort, no box left unchecked on the checklist, no stone left unturned, mash on the gas and etc. Or farming hoe, I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paved the way. I get treated like a milli tank, southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't.